Hi guys and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be checking out the latest update for MotoGP 23. This update includes the MotoE bikes that you can see on screen right now and some information regarding the race director mode. Now first things first, the MotoE bikes do feel very different to the likes of the MotoGP, Moto2 and Moto3 bikes that we have already within MotoGP 23. Now they do sound exactly the same as MotoGP 22's MotoE, which is a shame. The Ducatis now sound a little bit different, but I guess there's not much you can do for electric powered machines. They don't sound as good anyway, but ultimately they feel different and they handle much different to the big bikes. You maybe suck it into believing that you can brake as late as you can with the MotoGP bikes compared to like MotoV now, but it's not quite the same. It's a bit more difficult. I'm still figuring out what traction control I want to use and what electronics I'm going to be using as well. So I'm excited for the prospect of having MotoE and MotoGP 23, and the bikes and liveries are all up to date, as you can see on screen right now. So every single rider from there for the new Ducati MotoE. The sessions are included as well now, so it's a double race weekend, very much similar to what we have with the sprint in MotoGP, and then the full race, it's all here in MotoGP 23. So with the update as well, of course, as mentioned at the beginning of the video, Race Director mode has now been unlocked, so we have the opportunity to create our own Race Director mode to build our own championships, which is fantastic. It's something I've been waiting for, so I could start some online championships with the aces. So if you are interested, let me know in the comments section down below, and we'll see what we can do in the future. But those are all the options on the screen. You can customize it however you want to. Manual penalties, collisions to be on or off, forced electronics, forced performance mode, etc. I think it's a really good option to make sure you have the most competitive version for an online championship. Now, but most importantly, it's all about the MotoE, because that is what 90% of this update, and MotoE does something that still haven't got right since MotoGP 22, and that is the manual start. It is impossible to start correctly in MotoE. You always have to go a millisecond or two after the AI, so there's no clutch, of course, on these MotoE bikes, but it would be nice to have the ability to go when we feel we are ready to go, rather than just waiting for the AI to do it for us. Now, the title of this video is probably something to do with MotoE being very chaotic, and allow me to show you how chaotic this is. This is on the 120% difficulty AI. Now, of course, I haven't quite got used to the MotoE bikes yet. It still feels very alien. I'm braking in the wrong points, but there's just a hell of a lot of contact between the AI. They are a little bit wacky. Their lines are very unique. They're sort of going too tight or too wide. Some of the corners, they are bumping into you every other corner, and they seem a little bit stronger than you on the straights. And there goes Jordi Torres cutting the apex of Tramonto. So far it's been pretty fun to use the MotoE bikes, but against the AI, not so much. This race is a bit of a battle of attrition, with riders bumping into each other and crashing. So as we now flick up the inside into Cavone, we do go a little bit off the circuit, but we're back on with Tito Rabat, and hopefully in a shout for a podium. So going into Caro, the difficult right-hander here. Couldn't really find the rhythm going into this corner, tapping on the rear brake, and ultimately the rear tyre is just glowing red already. I did try traction control 3, I tried it on 4, and I just could never keep the rear tyre from being too hot. I do need to be a little bit more gentle with the acceleration. The electronics on MotoE bikes have now changed, of course, so the Ducati bikes have electronics, whereas last year's with the Energico Ego Corsa machines, they did not have any form of electronics, if you can believe that and get your head around it, because of course they are electronic bikes, of course. But these bikes are very powerful. They do feel faster than MotoGP 22. The brakes don't feel as strong, but I guess comparing it to the MotoGP class in the 23rd installment of MotoGP, they aren't going to feel as good, because in MotoGP 23, the brakes in MotoGP are extremely strong. But we are now moving up to the top two, ahead of Matteo Ferrari there as we go onto the brakes, going into La Quercia for turn 8. Jordi Torres just a little bit further ahead of us. We're already struggling with the rear tyres temperature. The front looks okay. I didn't really gamble, but it did recommend a soft front when I'm happy I went for the medium front. And there goes Jordi Torres. That is a catastrophe for the former MotoE World Cup winner. and he's down already into Tramonto. So hopefully now we've got a bit of clear track. But there is the AI. Look at the speed that they have going into that straight there, or temporarily the straights, as we fought back against Matteo Ferrari. But now into turn 12 and turn 13, you can see already the right-hand side of that rear tyre is getting very, very warm. And I got caught on the rumble strip for a second there. Should be able to hold on to the position here for first, but I'm beginning to struggle. I do need to spend a lot more time with MotoE. So, of course, if you are enjoying the video so far, guys, don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to see more MotoE action, let me know in the comment section down below. So across the line, this will start our penultimate lap. Of course, you can customize the laps in MotoE, so if you want 100% race or down to just 15%, you can do that in the settings in the menu. So now to the right hand side, we look to be pretty solid now, so I'm hoping to get away from the AI, but trust me, the AI will be back. They're very aggressive and they will be bouncing back with sheer confidence. There is Eric Granado going up the inside, and now Matteo Ferrari is trying to sneak through into the difficult right-hander for turn 5. But we fight back, and hopefully we can get the better of the Italian going into La Quercia in just a moment's time. So on the brakes we'll go. Firm on the anchors, slowing the motorcycle down. Into Quercia we are, but we're just not able to hook it up nicely. Could probably consider increasing the anti-wheelie, but honestly between 3, 4 and 5, didn't really notice much significance between them. So into Tramonto, we're still under attack. On the defence we go with Tito Rabat, of course now a British Superbike rider for the McCams Yamaha team. And here comes Ferrari again. I'm going to try and block him off, but he doesn't want to let that happen. He's forced his way through. And there comes Granado around the outside. That's an impressive move from the Brazilian. But into turn 13, better contact with Ferrari. Can I sneak up on the inside? Not going to happen this time. And I've gone really wide there. I'm struggling to get back on the power now as Mantovani goes through. Hector Gartho's gone through. And I think Mikel Pons is sizing me up for weak spots as well, as we now go to the left-hand side for the Bazzano corner. Trying to fight back. I'm kind of stuck on Mantovani there. I couldn't really move in, as it's now Mikel Pons who's pinched my third place. So I'm going to try and break into turn 1. We're not going to get it stuck, and I'm really struggling here. The bike is just slipping and sliding. It feels terrible now that the rear tyre has got so much temperature in it. Definitely should have considered the hard rear rather than the medium, but I'm going to try and hopefully fight back going into Rio for turn 4. There comes Garzo. This is that chaotic race that I was referring to. It's going to get more chaotic here. Look at them round the outside. One on the inside, one on the outside, getting battered, getting pushed, getting shoved. This is chaos. A very difficult race to be part of, and I'm hoping the more time I spend with MotoE, the better I will become, and I'll be able to learn the lines. But look at that, getting pushed off the track now from Mantovani. The chaos when there's more riders is just bonkers. So many riders on screen, so much action, so much contact. And there goes Matteo Ferrari, seen him cut the apex for turn 10, and he's gone down. We're slipping down the order very fast here down to turn 11, and we're also actually in position 11. We were temporarily, but I'm going to try and get back against Akubu, and hopefully I could finish in the top 10, but this has been a bit of a disaster here. Whether it's just the rear tyre or the AI has just gone absolutely crazy, because they're so competitive now, as they're so aggressive, as well as we go into turn 13 for the final time of asking into the right hand. Oh, I've been shoved. There you go. Thanks for that. Thanks for that, Cassidy. Just punted me straight off the track. Brilliant. So yeah, there you go then, guys. That is MotoE for you. Pretty wild. I hope you enjoy the new update. No mention of any AI improvements or anything like that. It's just simply the two things I mentioned in today's video. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below. And don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. See you in the next video tomorrow. Ciao for now. Oh hi! Didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.